What's up? It's that bald girl, and today I'm going to talk about 5 things I've learned since being bald. So my story begins January 2020 when I was diagnosed with alopecia areata. And alopecia is an autoimmune disorder where your immune system attacks your hair follicles. And there's some debate whether, it's stress, hereditary. There's tons of research you can do and reading, but I'm just going to talk about my story personally. And, we think it was from stress, just with work and everything. So I started getting treatment, steroid injections to hopefully calm my immune system down. And it worked for a little bit. My hair actually started growing back and everything. I was super excited, but then it all fell out again. And I had to stop the steroid injections because it was starting to cause soft spots on my scalp and make indentations. So the next option was going to be immune suppressants, but this was at the time when COVID was really starting to rise and become serious, and the last thing I wanted during a worldwide pandemic was something that was going to suppress my immune system. So I made the decision just to stop treatment and kind of see what happens, because I was making some lifestyle changes, such as leaving my work for school actually. So we're just going to see what happened, and my alopecia actually progressed to universalis, which means I have no hair whatsoever from head to toe. So I'm completely hairless, and in October of last year is when I decided to shave my head. Because at that point there was only a few stragglers left. So I wanted to make a video kind of highlighting some of the things I've learned throughout this journey. So the first one, you save time and money. Now this one's kind of true but a joke, because I would take my hair back if that meant having to shave my legs again. But it is true, I do sleep in like a good 30 minutes extra because I don't have to wake up and do my hair. Don't gotta spend money on razors and shave anywhere. And I live in the South where it is humid, and I had curly hair that would have blown up in this humidity. So technically every day is a good hair day. But don't get me wrong, I would take back my hair in a heartbeat. So that leads me to my next one. It's normal to mourn your hair. It is normal to cry, be mad, ask why, be sad that your hair is gone, or you're losing your hair. We give people a hard time when they get upset about a bad haircut, telling them, oh, it'll grow back, blah, blah. But your hair is part of you. It's part of your identity. Makes you you. And it's okay to be sad if you're losing your hair or you've lost your hair, for any reason. So don't let people mitigate your feelings. After I shaved my head completely, I allowed myself 3 days to be sad. I gave myself that time to feel sad, mad. And then after those 3 days, I'm like, okay, we are gonna make the best of this. We are gonna be positive about this. And I just focused on getting used to my new look and figuring out ways to make it work. So the next lesson I've learned, let's get number 3. People will be curious. And for me, it's been middle-aged men who seem to be the most curious about figuring out why I'm bald. And I've gotten asked, what's the prognosis or what type of cancer is it? And, I I don't get mad because these people are coming from a good spot. You know, they, in a way, they want to offer their condolences because, or their own stories, because a lot of them who do ask me, and I tell them it's not cancer, it's alopecia, they end up going into their own health stories. So it's from a good spot, and you know, I know that bald head and hair loss is usually associated with chemotherapy and all that. So I also take it as an opportunity to teach them and hand out my little alopecia card that I have, that there are other reasons for hair loss. So, you know, if you experience that the first time, it can be a little hard, because you've never gotten that question before, and you know, you just are taken aback that someone noticed you and is coming up to you and asking because you stand out. But, you know, just put on that brave face, answer their question if you want to. If not, just politely, you know, say it's none of your business and keep on going. Don't let it ruin your day, because again, they're trying to come from a good place, at least from what I've experienced. So, number 4, it takes time. It's almost been a year since I lost my hair, and there are some days I look at myself in the mirror and I think, oh, if I could just have my hair again, or just eyebrows and eyelashes, or you know, I'll be scrolling through my phone, or Facebook will show like a picture from a few years ago with me having hair, and I do get a little sad, and you know, it's sometimes hard to talk about, just seeing the old you, because having lost all my hair, it is like a new you. It's not, you're used to seeing yourself in the mirror for who knows how many years, looking a certain way. So when you do lose your hair, it takes a minute to get used to how you look, and sometimes seeing old photos, it brings back emotions. So just know it takes time, and it takes time to maybe grow that confidence to go out in public without a wig or without a hat. The first few months, I wouldn't go anywhere without a hat. But now you know what, I say, who cares? And I go out without my hat on, with my glasses and all that. So, but just give yourself time. It's not going to happen overnight. And finally, you are beautiful. And I'm hoping I won't tear up during this, but for some reason, people sometimes associate, you know, bald women or balding as unattractive. But your hair does not make you beautiful. And it took me a few months to realize that, because I felt so ugly, so unfeminine without my hair. But I have learned that it's about the personality and that smile you put on when you go out into public. Because I have gotten more people that tell me I'm beautiful than more people who ask me what's wrong with me. So please, if there's any takeaway from this video that I want you to have, I'm going to regain it here. If there's any takeaway from this video that I want you to get, if you're going through hair loss for whatever reason, know that it's not your hair that makes you beautiful. It's that smile, it's that personality, and it's the energy you give off. So maybe this is the encouragement you need to go out there without your wig or without your hat. But just know, I think you're beautiful, and you are.